What's up, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes are back with another MMA superstar. This time it's UFC strawweight Cheyanne Vlismas. She's going to be fighting Mallory Martin coming up here in about a month away. How you doing, Cheyanne?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing great. Looks like you're getting some outdoor workouts in.
Yeah. Right now I'm a COVID patient, so I'm still just training, getting everything I can in just outside.
We're familiar with that park. We've even seen some UNLV basketball players go up and down that hill. So how many times have you been up and down that hill?
A lot. Too many.
Nice. All right. Well, listen, I'm glad things worked out for you because you were supposed to fight here in a couple weeks versus in about a month. And like you mentioned, COVID struck. It appears that you didn't get any harsh symptoms or anything. So that's good news, right?
No, actually, I was actually supposed to fight this Saturday. I tested positive last week, Wednesday, when I went in to go do my COVID test for fight week. And yeah, so I was supposed to fight this Saturday. And at first I was waking up with like fevers. Like I knew I was sick when I went to go take the test, but I didn't really think I was going to test positive. But yeah, it put me man down. Like I was in the best shape of my life for this coming up fight for this Saturday. And COVID put me on my ass, and currently I'm still not 100%. My fight is now 2 weeks away. It's attacked my lungs pretty good.
Wow.
So basically I'm taking this fight just trying to heal up and go out there and just do my thing. Luckily the UFC is working with me. I'm gonna go see a doctor on Monday. I'm gonna get an inhaler, taking all the breathing treatments I can do. But yeah, this is definitely one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. But I mean, I have all the confidence in myself to go out there and just beat her ass and go home. So.
Okay, so I take it back. So you didn't get mild symptoms. You obviously didn't get ventilators or anything like that. But still, you're saying it's something that is affecting you. So in your decision making to take the new fight, that went into it, or has it just been like hills and valleys where one day you're good and the next day you're bad? How's that factor in?
I mean, I have like just a terrible cough and like I just can't breathe, but like because I'm fighting and stuff, like I just been trying to train my lungs back. I mean, if I can get my lungs back, I mean, I'll be good to go. Basically, when they called me for the fight, with the fight being so close and still being sick, I basically just told myself, if this girl ran up on me in the streets right now, would I fight her? And I said yes. So basically, the fact that I have 2.5 weeks to prepare and get my lungs healthy again, it's a blessing to me. I mean, I'm always ready to fight. I'm always ready to scrap. So for me, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, basically I'm just trying to heal up, and I'm gonna just go out there and have fun.
Look, no one's ever gonna doubt how scrappy you are. You definitely are a tough young lady. You've already shown us that. But in professional prize fighting as well, it's a career. Now, will there be one more, I guess, standard of test or anything like that where you can possibly still pull out? Only because you always want to be the best Cheyanne Vlismas when you're out there, I imagine, right?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry. I actually have a COVID test tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure I'm going to test negative. I haven't had the main symptoms I had was like the head pressure. Obviously the chest was the worst, but like the head pressure, the fevers, I haven't had any of that for like almost a week now. So tomorrow morning I'll go test, and hopefully it comes back negative. If so, we're in the clear, but I really do think I'll be okay. And the fact that I have 2 weeks, I mean, I'm getting better every day. My lungs are coming back. I'm almost back to myself, but hopefully I pray tomorrow it comes back negative and I don't have to pull out of any more fights, because that's not what I like to do.
I'm going to shock the world right now, but I'm no doctor. But George, I had told you, George and I kind of came down with a little bit of a cold, and I took a COVID test and it came back negative. But it almost sounds like you may have got COVID and a cold, because everything you're describing is pretty much what him and I are going through, where you feel like every day you're getting better, but it's just a little bit and a little bit at a time. And but you know what? I wanted to go back to your last fight really quick. At the end of your fight, you had this big scream, and you could just tell how fired up you were. That scream probably translates into something, right? Some words or some type of emotion. Could you maybe translate that scream for us? What was going through your mind and at the time?
Well, I mean, 6 weeks before that fight, I decided, JP and I decided to get up and leave our house in Texas and move to Vegas. Obviously, the decision was based because, was because my coaches over here in Las Vegas, I was with them for a long time before I had to move overseas to be with with my husband at the time. And so, losing my debut, it wasn't like I wasn't blaming anyone. I went into that fight very injured. I had to get surgery, but after that loss, there was something in my heart that always told me that I needed to go back to my old coaches, because I was with Dennis Davis and Ray Sefo with Extreme Couture since I was 20 years old, and I was with them since an amateur, and it felt so wrong making that walk to the UFC octagon without them. And so 6 weeks prior to my last fight, we just decided to get up, leave our house, everything that was in it, take our animals, and drive to Las Vegas. And we had no money. We had no house. We just drove there with just a few dollars in our pocket and just hoping that we could find a place for cheap and, just go out there and fight. And so going into that fight, it was very special to me. I had Dennis Davis wasn't in my corner still, because when I came back to him, he actually already committed to coaching someone in Bellator that night. So I had Ray Sefo with me, which, that man is a legend. He's taught me so much, and he's been a father figure to me. So making that walk to the octagon, leaving my old team, just everything I had to go through. I had to get a loan. We had to get a loan to get a house. I mean, it was so much personal stuff going on that when I TKO'd her, it was just like, you just let it out. You just had to let it out, And for this fight, with everything that has been going on, I feel the exact same way. This time I'm going through a lot of personal stuff in my personal life, and with being sick with COVID and taking a fight, still having COVID. Man, like, all I can do is just, sit back, smile, and just know that I'm going to go out there soon, and I'm going to just do what I love to do. Like, for me, fighting has saved my life in so many ways, and it's truly like the only thing that makes me the most happiest person in the world. So for me, fighting, win or lose, it's just what I love to do.
Well, it seems like every great fighter at some point has these types of adversities, and you can get through them. You can get through just about anything. I did want to ask you, you brought up Ray Sefo and Dennis Davis. When you go to Extreme Couture, pretty much every gym at this point, there are so many different levels of mixed martial arts history, right? And what they went through in their careers, and now this generation of fighters like yourself. What would you say is the one thing that you want your generation of fighters to kind of prove to the world? What is it that you guys are going to be bringing to the table here? Because it's a different atmosphere now for mixed martial arts, and a lot of things are improving. What is it that you feel like your generation is going to bring to the table?
That's a really good question. I don't actually know. I just know what I bring to the table, and I only speak for myself on things like that. But for the next generation, I mean, the competition is getting tougher and tougher as it goes on. So, just always stay true to yourself and just always have fun. I guess, I don't know. I guess that's the only thing I would say.
You also won 50 G's. I imagine some of that scream was like, yeah, hopefully I get 50 G's as well. And you did. That must have been a huge difference maker for yourself, like, especially with what you just shared, having to move and purchasing a new house or the loan that you were talking about. So
yeah,
a lot of relief from that too.
That saved my life, that 50 G's. I mean, I would be scraping up money right now if it wasn't for that. So yeah, that definitely was a huge game changer. Just a lifesaver, actually, in general. But I mean, still, I can never be fully happy. I always want more. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna just do everything in my power to try and knock this girl out, hopefully, and give myself some more money.
Did you treat yourself to anything nice with the 50 G's?
Yeah, I bought a dog. Well, actually. Sorry. Long story short was before my fight, Eric Nixick got a French Bulldog, and that's my favorite of dog. And the French Bulldog he got the owner was in the gym and she brought the puppies, and I saw this one dog and I was like, man, I fell in love with this little boy. And I was like, but I have no money. Like, I have no money to my name. And so basically made a deal with these people that I would go get this fight, get this paycheck, and I would pay for the dog. So when I got the 50 G's, I just paid in full my dog. So I got a nice little boy, a nice Frenchie. He's actually here with me right now. We're in the park. But got a dog, and I got a nice espresso machine. That was what I purchased.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
two great items right there.
Yeah,
Very
a dog
important.
coffee, like, you can't go wrong with those.
Right. Both of them part of your daily life as well. You know what I mean? You don't know how many times I've asked that question. The fighters are like, oh, you know, they lay an egg. And here you gave me two great answers. Espresso machine and a dog. What's the dog's name, by the way?
Apollo.
Ooh, wow. That's a great name. All right.
Yeah, he's a handful.
Now, tell me a little bit about the UFC PI, what kind of a difference it's made in your life. Are you one of the athletes that takes full advantage, or are you in there maybe just not as much as you should as others? Where do you stand?
I'm in there every single day. Oh, there's Apollo.
There's Apollo right there.
I do my conditioning out of there. I do therapy, talk to the therapist. I do everything. I take full advantage because, like, I always say I'm the type of person, I can die tomorrow. So, like, I'm always trying to, like, become the best version of myself. And for people who don't take advantage of that place, it's just wrong. The stuff that they offer there, for us athletes, it's truly amazing. Like, the therapist, I mean, my body was so jacked up when I came here, and they have changed my life. So I truly love everyone that works there too.
All right, and two more questions, then we'll let you get back to Apollo. You visited this Dr. Sean Plake. Now, I'm not sure if it's the one that I see popping up all over the place, but there's a few guys that are cracking necks and backs, and I'm mesmerized by it. It's either on Facebook or Instagram. There's a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
And so I dabbled on his page as well, and it looks like he does some neck cracking. But you went in there to what? To get massage work? What can you say about this fella? Is he one of those famous neck crackers?
Yeah, that guy, he cracked my whole body so good. I didn't even know my body could crack the way he made it crack. Because, again, I see the ladies at the PI every day, so nothing I'm not saying he's better than anyone, but he definitely has some tools up his sleeve that he's really good at. I got a massage from him, which was probably one of the best massages I've ever had. And I got the sports massage, and I went and got an adjustment by him. And I've been having, actually, for the Loma fight, my whole camp, I was in camp for that fight for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
My neck was so messed up for that fight camp because of how good of her clinch work was, that I thought my neck was for sure messed up. Like, we were actually saying that we need to get imaging done after my fight. So I went in, and of course the ladies at the PI have been working on it every day, and it's been getting better. But I got one adjustment from him, and I haven't had neck pain since, actually. So yeah, I mean, he's really good, and he's become a friend to me. So what's up, Sean?
Give me an idea. Are these guys in high demand? Does it cost a big buck to see one of these guys?
You know what? I mean, I'm the type of person, my dad raised me, that you always pay. I have no money. I had no problem paying for good service. Right. And his prices weren't bad. His prices were not bad for how good he is. So
nice. All right. Last question. I just wanted to ask. I don't know how much time you get with any of these ladies, but over the years, Gadelia, Calvillo, Tate, other fighters have been part of Extreme Couture. The female team has grown in and it's become pretty big at times, and then a few fighters go away. What's the status of it now? Is it even a team? Do you all train with each other at all? I know some of you have different weight classes.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're all fairly close in weight, the girls, but I love our girls team. Our girls are badass. They're a bunch of little gangsters, our girl team. I mean, Cynthia, Casey, my best friend Destiny, Tiani, Maria, like, we have a very good girls team. We all work really well together. We're all friends, which is very nice. I mean, girls can sometimes be catty, petty. Like, sometimes I don't like training with some girls just because of, like, ego. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my dog. But yeah, our girls team is wonderful. I mean, I have no problems with any of the girls. We all make each other better. We're always all like group texting, trying to get more training in, and so it's nice. Extreme is home for me, and I love everyone there.
And I know Extreme loves you back. The coaches, I talked to them, and they're happy to have you and your husband there. You guys have been great additions, back to the team. So anyway, thank you very much for the time. We'll let you get back to Apollo. I really hope you wake up tomorrow healthier and healthier, and this fight is a go versus Mallory Martin.
It is a go because I'm manifesting it. I actually was so crazy enough. My best friend on Sunday night slept over my house. She's been with me throughout because she was like, I'm not scared of COVID. I've had it. So my best friend has been hanging out with me. And on Sunday night, I looked at her and I told her, I said, listen, there's a fight December 4th, Conejo versus Mallory Martin. I was like, and I want to manifest me fighting Conejo. And I was like, let's pray, let's manifest it. And I swear to God, Monday morning I woke up and Mick Maynard messaged me saying December 4th versus Mallory Martin. Do you want it? And I was like, okay, well, it's a different name, but I totally manifested that. So I'm manifesting that I'm COVID free tomorrow. My lungs are getting better. I have all the confidence in the world to still go win this fight. So yeah, be sure to check it out December 4th.
Can you manifest me hitting some big jackpot at one of these machines at the Mandalay Bay, please? You got some powers there.
I will.
All right. Thanks for the time, Cheyanne. Take care, all right?
See you guys in the gym.